I'll mute you now just for the purpose of the recording, so it only picks up my screen. But if anybody has any issues, just give me a wave or give me a shout with your microphone on. Let me know. Right, so there we go. So if you just stand with your feet together, and all we're going to do is point the toes out into a V, align the heels so the feet are straight, and then just rock backwards and forwards between the heels and the balls of your feet. Just feeling where that weight distribution is. And you can rock from left to right as well. And what we want to do is just find where our centre point is, so where we feel nice and balanced. So just feel that point, then feel your heels nice and grounded into the floor. Just feel the tension come up through your calves, into your thighs. The knees and all the joints stay nice and soft. Just make sure that you're elongated nice and long through the spine, but your shoulders stay nice and relaxed. All we want to do is think about how we're feeling, where we've got any stress, any tension, and hopefully by the end we'll have much less. So all I want you to do now is tilt your pelvis forwards and backwards. So keeping your legs nice and still. Just think about rocking through the pelvis. So when we go all the way forward, that's point A. All the way back is point C, and we want to find point B, so in the middle, so that we've got a nice neutral spine. Another way, which Louise might have mentioned, is you can use like a diamond shape with your hands, and if you put your thumbs on your belly button and your fingers down, your fingers should line up so it's a nice straight line. You just want that nice stable base. Just take some breaths in and out. You don't need to be too deep, just natural. Okay, place one hand on your rib cage and one on your stomach. And just do the same thing, just breathe in and out. Feel your rib cage rise and fall. And feel that movement across your stomach muscles as well. Now what we want to do is imagine that we've got a nice big tight waistband on, like an elasticated belt, and it's going to keep all our midsection, our core, nice and strong. If you imagine that something was going to hit you in the tummy and you had to brace yourself, that's the best way of imagining it. Don't breathe in and hold your muscles in, but just feel that brace. And when you've got it nice and tight, if you just do that again, so hands on the rib cage and the stomach, breathe in and out. You should still feel your rib cage rise and fall, but there should be slightly less movement across your stomach. So we're nice and grounded in the floor, nice long spine, neutral pelvis, nice breaths. Okay, so we're just going to start by rolling the neck from side to side. So if you look over to one side, just let the chin drop down to the chest and roll the head across. Don't force or overstretch, just rolling nice from left to right. One more time each way. Okay, and then just look upwards and allow the jaw to naturally drop open, and then drop your chin to your chest so you're feeling the stretch down the back of your neck. So up and down. One more. Okay, just start to roll the shoulders back. If you're anything like me, there'll be clinks and clunks along the way. Far too much time at a desk today. Just nice, slow, controlled movements. And just rotate forward. Lovely, well done. Okay, now we're going to take the arm up and just stretch overhead and bring it back down and then raise the other arm. So keeping nice and tall, stretching tall with your fingertips. If you want, you can progress that into a pendulum. So as one arm goes up, one arm goes down with a slight swing behind. Lovely, well done. Okay, now we'll take a single arm circle back, but we'll alternate the arms. So just as wide as is comfortable for you, but just opening up through the shoulder joints. Remember to keep the core tight throughout all these, so occasionally just keep thinking, are the tummy muscles nice and embraced? Okay, and progress into a double circle. Brilliant. One more. Okay, now just making sure we keep those hips facing forward, we're nice and still. We're just going to reach the arm back on a diagonal and allow your eyes to follow to where your fingertips go, but keep those hips facing forward. So it's a nice stretch across the chest, lengthening out through the fingertips. It's almost a bit like reaching back for your car seat belt. It is for me because I'm very short, so I have to reach a long way. Lovely. Okay, we'll just swoop it down, so bring the arms forward. I'll show you from the side as well. We just bring the arms forward. As we're in this position, we just arch over the back, feeling the stretch across the top, and then we bring the arms open to open out the chest. So swoop forward and open. Lovely, well done. Okay, just take the arms up, palms facing inwards, reach nice and tall, and then just reach over to the side and back tall. Reach to the opposite side and centre and down. Back up again and just repeat. And drop the arms. Okay, just allow yourself to slightly bend forward and wrap those arms around your body. So loosening out any tension through your shoulders. Lovely. Okay. So thinking about standing nice and tall again, making sure that pelvis is in neutral, your heels are nice and grounded. What we're going to do is just raise the heel off the floor, so you're going up onto your toes and you're lifting your hip up, alternating on each leg.
I don't know what to do.
So work all around those hip joints.
I just don't have a clue.
If you're spend a lot of time sitting down at your desk, you can get all really tight around your hips and your pelvis.
Just don't make no sense. But it feels so right.
Just do 2 more of those on each side.
But I'm so afraid.
Lovely. Okay, thinking about grounding those heels into the floor again, we're going to work on the balance. So choose which leg you want to start with, and we're just going to brush the opposite leg forwards and backwards. So when you're nice and grounded, lift your leg off the floor, and we're just going to gently sweep it forward and back, nice and slow. So just think about working through the stability on your balancing leg. If you lose balance, it doesn't matter, just tap your foot down and regain. Brilliant. Okay, swap legs, so find your balance on your opposite leg. Stand nice and tall, make sure your core is engaged. And sweep forward and back. You'll often find you have one leg that's much more stable than the other. The trick is to make sure you work on that leg, not just always go on your dominant one. When you bring the leg back, just think about squeezing those glutes, those bum muscles as well. Lovely. Okay. Back to central, thinking about your positioning again. This time we're going to do some leg circles, or if you do some of my other classes, hip openers they're called. So again, on one leg, we're just going to lift and circle the other out, and just keep rotating round all through your hip flexors. If you're really balanced, you don't need to put your foot down on the floor at all, or just tap it down and recenter. Lovely, well done. Okay, and now just reverse, so the opposite direction, we're closing the hip. It's easy to forget how hard your balancing leg works in these as well as your active leg. One more. Lovely. Opposite side, so find that balance, nice and tall, and open the hip out. This side is much tighter for me, so this is where I have to work.
So afraid to commit to what we're feeling. You made me question my love and everything that I have ever known. Everything made me question my love.
Lovely. Okay, and now we'll close the hip. As always with any of these, if you need help with balance, things like this, it is okay to just lightly touch on a wall. So you could just have your fingertips lightly, don't lean. Lovely, last one. Okay, just pedal those legs out. The big cartoon walk, just release all that tension. Lovely, well done. Okay, we'll just do some nice gentle squats. So taking the legs about just slightly wider than hip width. Just point your toes ever so slightly out into a V. Keep your back nice and straight, your chest up, and just sink the bum down towards the heels. Only as low as feels comfortable for you. And then as you push up, you're driving through the heels and squeeze the bum at the top. Try not to look at the floor, just keep looking straight ahead.
Question my love.
Brilliant, well done.
I just don't have a clue. Everything is so confusing. Everything with you.
Okay, we'll do 2
It
more.
don't make no sense. But it feels so right.
Lovely. Okay, thinking back to that balance position now. Nice and grounded on one leg. We're just going to lift the leg slowly out to the side. You can tap back down in the centre, but just straight out to the side and down. Try and control it as much on the way down as you do on the way up. Don't just let the leg fall. Brilliant. This works all through the glutes as well, even though you're doing it at the side. Strengthening all those hip flexors. You can do this from a lying position as well. Okay, swap onto the other side. Nice and tall. Just think, are those core stomach muscles, are they nice and tight? If not, just re-engage them. And then lift out to the side. Fantastic. Okay, last one. Lovely. Okay, now we take the arms up into a V shape, palms facing in, and you're going to pull it, make a W shape by bringing your arms down, but pull your elbows towards your spine. So it's up, so you're squeezing the shoulder blades together as you come back. So lengthen at the top, squeeze as you bring back down. Lovely. Okay, just keep it, hold it there and just take a step so that your legs are slightly wider into that squat base. And what we'll do is, as we pull down into a W, we'll take a gentle squat and stand tall for the V. Lovely, well done. Fantastic, one more. Okay, what we're going to do now is like a knee raise, but think of it as like a standing abdominal crunch. So get your base nice and tall, heels in the floor, really make sure those tummy muscles are engaged, nice and tall. Bring the knee up, so you should feel those tummy muscles working. As you lower, just extend the leg slightly behind you. So bring up, so it would be one continuous movement. If you lose your balance like me, recenter. So draw the knee up, extend back. If you don't have the balance, just draw the knee up, thinking about the tummy muscles, tap down and bring up again. Whichever works for you. Nice and slow and controlled. Okay, one more on this side. Swap sides. So make sure you're nice and balanced. Lift the opposite leg up, just touch it down if that's what you want to do. And just keep raising up and down. Or extend behind. The more you practice these, the better the balance gets. If you are going back, just think about extending with the heel first. Lovely, well done. Okay, hold it there. What I want you to do now is just slowly go down. Put one hand onto your temple. So we're going to do the thread like a needle if you've done that before. So basically you're going to put one hand on your thigh, one hand to temple, and imagine that this is your needle and you're threading it through the gap. So get in a slight squat position and you're threading through. Reach up. So from this angle, through the hole, and stretch up. Lovely, well done. Okay, hold it there and just simply swap arms. So opposite hand to temple, create your other loop, thread through and extend up.
You keep on pushing, but it's too much. You're gonna hurt yourself. It's time for a change, can't go on this way. Gotta let go and give the floor.
Lovely, well done. Last one. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to work our way down onto the floor. So we're just going to do a roll down. So standing nice and tall, we're just going to allow the chin to drop to the chest. Drop your shoulders. Slowly rotate from your top vertebra all the way to the bottom. And then when you reach down, if you just walk your hands forward onto your mat, so we're in like a downward dog position, and then just gently alternate, pushing the heels down onto the floor, working through those calves. You don't need to force your heels to the mat, just where you can feel the stretch. Those of you that have been doing the running and things recently, this is a good way of working those calves. And particularly at the end of a session, you can just hold the stretch. It will give you a nice deep stretch. Okay, just drop down onto your knees, and then we're just going to roll over onto your back for the last few exercises. So first we're going to do, just check you can see my mat there, yeah. Tabletop tap down. So lying nice and flat, feeling your back engaged with the floor. You want to bring your knees and your legs up so you've got the right angle positions. So don't make sure your knees aren't drawn too far in. You can just nicely raise your hands by the side. And then we're simply keeping those tummy muscles nice and engaged. Going to tap the heel down on the floor. Nice and controlled. But you should feel those abdominals working. If you want, you can progress this into a single leg full extension, leading with the heel. So whichever, just kind of stick with the tap downs or extend the leg. Nice controlled breathing. You can also extend the arms if you want to add some arm movements in. Reach out the opposite arm and leg. It's like a reverse Superman.
Like before.
You should feel those tummy muscles really working now.
You gotta let the grooves of you. You gotta let the
Lovely, well done.
of you.
We'll do 4 more.
Like before. Like before. You gotta
Okay, just hug the knees into your chest and just gently roll your back around on your mat. Just ease the tension. Okay, staying in the same position, but just put your feet onto the floor. You're going to bring them up towards your bottom. And what we're going to do is a shoulder bridge. So feet don't have to be touching, but quite close together. This is like a roll down. We rotate up through the vertebrae. So tilting your pelvis up, lifting the spine off the floor. Just going to lift up onto the shoulders and hold. Only go as high as is comfortable for you. On the way down, you just rotate the vertebra down top to bottom. So we roll up. This time, think about squeezing your glutes at the top and roll down. Slowly up and down. Lovely, well done. Okay, this time hold it at the top. Just allow the knees to open into like what we call a butterfly. Close together and then roll down. So up, squeeze those glutes. At the top, allow your knees to open, close together and down. This is good for your inner thighs, for your glutes, working through your lower back. Two more.
when you're gonna sigh.
Last one.
Feeding me your life.
Lovely. And just to finish,
Don't you know
just extend the legs out,
it's deep
reach
in
the
your
arms up,
eyes.
and we'll just roll up,
Oh, you can
reaching
hide.
towards your toes. Don't worry how far you can reach.
You keep
And
trying,
slowly down,
but your dirty tricks, oh.
nice and controlled.
Doesn't matter what you do, 'cause I'm addicted to you. What else can I do? You're a love drug, love drug, a love drug. Oh yeah, baby, you're a love drug,
Lovely, well done.
you're a
Two more.
oh yeah. Keep on sweet talking. I love what you say. It makes me feel so
And relax.
good when you hold me.
Just hold it there for a minute. Allow your arms to drop by your side.
Oh, yeah.
Just breathe in
I can't deny it.
and out.
Rolling high, boy. I can resist you. Got me feeling weak. Oh, tell me what
Okay,
I
slowly bring yourself up to a seated position.
Just
Rock yourself up gently. Cross the legs if you're comfortable to do that, or just pop the legs out. Just think about sitting nice and tall. Make sure you've not got any tension in those shoulders, they're nice and relaxed. And then just simply bring one arm over, feeling the stretch through the side of your arm, your shoulder, down into your side. and release, and swap sides. And over again. Lovely. Just a couple of small shoulder rolls. Hopefully there's not as few crunchy noises now. Okay, roll over, hands on the floor, curl your toes under, just slowly push up into a downward dog. Feel the calves stretching, just gently push those heels towards the floor. Both together this time. And just slowly walk the fingers up towards the feet. And then slowly roll your body up. So this time from the bottom vertebrae all the way up the top. Shoulders back. And stand nice and tall, stretching out through the fingertips. Okay, just give your fingers a nice wiggle. Don't forget how much we use all our joints and hands during the day. And then just lock your fingers out in front. Push away, feeling the stretch across your back. So just stretching out. And then turn your palms away. Lift up. Stretch tall. Then take it over to the side. And the opposite side. And release. Okay, just take one arm up. Take the other arm up to meet it. And just pull down. Think about breathing. Palms together. And down. One more. Circle the arm up. Pull down. And give yourself a nice clap. Well done. Pause this music. Fantastic. Feel free to unmute yourselves. Never fails to amaze me. I say it in every session we do, but these half-hour sessions absolutely fly by.